Well, hello there, people with the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome to part 18 of my Rome tutorial Let's Play campaign as Parthia. In the previous episode, we conquered Persia, or the province of Persis, and it's almost pretty much the sort of faction of Persia. This is all that's left of them. As you can clearly see, it's not much, and it's heavily damaged, and it's not my territory anymore either. It's in Seleucid territory, so it's not my problem. We finally changed our capital to Persepolis. So I'm gonna move the emperor back there. Or the king of kings. Yeah, so we just need to consolidate this territory a little bit, need to build it up, all that type of stuff. Yeah, in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to declare war on these guys and make sure that my client states, the Thessaloniki, are actually going to conquer it. Because I want the Thessaloniki to own a lot of stuff here in the north. I've planned out that the Thessaloniki are going to conquer. Well, I've already made sure that they conquer, or that they own all of Scythia. So I want them to also own all of Ponto-Caspia. So first of all, I need them to conquer this. This is owned by Chimeria, and I also want Chimeria to be my satrapy. So I'll also make sure that the Thessaloniki conquer that, but I'll do that last. Then I'll make sure that the Thessaloniki conquer whoever's there and whoever's there. So then they own all of that. And then I'll declare war on Chimeria, make sure that they can, you know, attack there. And then I'll make Chimeria my satrapy. Or I'll just leave it like this, either one of the two. Because all the other is just a little bit of a faffing about just to get the borders nice and tidy. But I am the person that would do that, so don't worry about that. I am the person that would spend a shit ton of time in order to get all that correct, just for aesthetic reasons. But yeah, then I've got a very pretty powerful northern tribe covering my northern border as a satrapy. And then I also have the Bosporus as a sort of like buffer area, which is also part of my things. And Persia is already dead, so the Seleucids were... So the Seleucids had an army nearby, apparently. Oh, yeah, there it is. Ooh, Thorax Pikemen. Have some pretty good units. Okay, so you have to go over here because you need to train your inventory. Infantry. You're gonna only have 2 Parthian foot archers because you're gonna have an elephant unit down in there. No, I already have that. I want... What do I want in here? Do I want siege equipment? Or elephants in here as well? Or maybe another one of those. Public order here is totally fine, so that's not an issue. The food is good as well, so I can just build whatever I want in here. What does this cost? No, public order. I'm actually going to build that. Don't know how many onagers and stuff I'm actually going to use, but it's good to have it. Now, in terms of actual conquest for Parthia, because of course it's all well and good to conquer the Ariosi through them. Why do you literally have another treaty?
Greetings, friend. We will speak
yes.
of whatever you wish, but bring words that can warm our hearts. You bless.
There we go. Now you guys are starting to hate them.
I welcome you, worthy speaker.
Okay. I'm gonna declare war on them this turn. That just prevents them from doing that all the time. So they still hate me, but they don't hate me as much anymore. So that's good. That lowers... Not that I want them to be very friendly to me, because as I said, eventually I'm gonna actually just conquer them. This is just like a sort of little semi-station in between, you know, between just being completely conquered. So they're like slightly independent at this point. But I want all of that territory for myself eventually, so... But for the time being, I just keep them as my satrapy, because otherwise I have to manage this one obscure village in this entire province. That isn't mine, so... Now they have to do that and not me. And the AI gets a whole bunch of cheats and shit, so that doesn't matter for them at all. So yeah, let's really quickly just declare war on these guys.
Now speak plainly. Our warrior.
There we go, and then I'm gonna set a war target on their capital, so that the Thessagetsa can deal with that. Right, again, if they attack, no worries, because I have 3 armies. My entire border here is locked down. I've got 3 armies here in the Caucasus Mountains to lock down any guy that just tries to move through. So, that's alright. Alright, anyway, so I don't really have to worry about that. It's just a matter of time until the Thessagetsa conquer them, and then it's fine. Now, as for conquest for Parthia itself, because of course I don't really want to sit still and do nothing the whole time. I want to do actually do something. I think that conquering Gera and then is a good idea, because then I have an entryway into Arabia Magna, and Arabia Magna is owned by the Quidri, which were an enemy of the Seleucids, but the Seleucids aren't at war with anyone at this point, and some unknown faction over there, which is not the Seleucids, because as you can see, otherwise it would have told me so. So if I attack Geria, and then I have an entrance way into Arabia Magna, so I can then conquer all of that stuff. So then I just have one province of Mesopotamia. Again, that's what I said that I didn't want to have over there. I will actually have it over here. And then I have all of Arabia Magna. And then maybe I can also take out Muscat if I want to. And then, after that, I think it is pretty inevitable that we have to declare war on the Seleucid Empire. Which is fine, because the Seleucids were stronger than me the whole time I've been playing this campaign, but right now we're equal strength. We're just as strong, both of us. So that's pretty good. And I know from experience, because I have played a campaign of the Seleucid Empire on my channel as well. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. It's in the description. I know for a fact that the Seleucids don't have any horse archers. And even if they do, I can't remember for certain if they don't have any, but if they do have some horse archers, they're not fantastic horse archers. They do have a lot of other good stuff. They have very heavy pikemen and very heavy infantry and very heavy cavalry and stuff, but they do not have horse archers. And I have horse archers, so of course I can just absolutely obliterate them by running around with my very quick horse archers and just shoot the ever-loving fuck out of them the whole time. So even though they have strong armies, I still should be able to destroy them. And because I own Arabia Magna, I can take out a lot more of their settlements in one turn. So I can take out all of Arabia Felix, because I'll just put 2 armies there. I'll take out 2 areas. I've got 10 armies, so of course I'll pull all these guys. This war with these guys should be done by the time by the time I'm going to declare war on the Seleucids. And then I can just station armies all the way along here, so I can take all of Mesopotamia, all of Arabia Felix, a bunch of Nabatea, and maybe even some areas in Syria as well. Because I've got 10 armies, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In theory, of course, maybe I'll do 2 armies for one settlement, because there's a huge-ass army there of the Seleucids, but, you know, in theory I could just take 10 settlements from the Seleucids right off the get-go. And I don't have to worry about them being in Egypt, because they're not in Egypt. There's some other obscure faction in Egypt that killed Egypt and owns the place over there. So, that is what I'm going to do as for expansion for my own faction. So, let's start getting the move on already. Because we can declare war to Garia while the war with the other dudes is still going on. That's not a big deal. You don't need to go there, actually. You need to go this way. Also, I am actually going to train a fleet right now. I'm going to reinstate the legacy of... Oh, hang on. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, spies. That's also a good idea. That's my guy. There should be a spy near Colchis somewhere. Yeah, there he is. He's... Oh, no. He's being pretty useless over there, so I'm going to send him this way. Where's my other spy? Oh god, he's all the way over here still. Oh, you can also... You can then start making your way over to Caucasia or something. That's the fastest way to get back to where you need to be. And we can train another spy, so we're going to do that. How may I serve Parthia? Well, just being a scout, that's how you're going to serve Parthia. You can also do this over here, because you can get some experience, and we can spread some Eastern culture through here. which is good because that's what we want to have before we enter. There should still be some Eastern culture because Seleucia was held by Persia for a very long time. So there should still be at least some Eastern culture around here. Yeah, but I am actually going to train a fleet here. Yes, huge shock, I know. I'm actually fine with it just being a guy from the other family. If I can actually fucking click the correct buttons. So we don't have a lot of things in the way of ships because I only have fishing or trading ports. No, actually no, I think I've only got fishing ports. That's not mine. Why the hell did I think Antioch was mine? Yes, I only have fishing ports, so I don't have any way to get proper thing. But then again, I was saving that for... I actually wanted to build up a very large fleet for the Mediterranean over here. But, yeah. I haven't reached the Mediterranean just yet, so... It just takes a little while. So, yeah. I am actually... The reason why I'm showing that fleet is, of course, so that I can get the guys to Gera as soon as possible. No, I don't want you as my satrapy. I want my other satrapy to control your territory. Allies confirm war target. Very good. Increase in rank. Subject against authority. I'll look at that. What is it? Merchant has come to you seeking protection for his caravan. Bandits have been targeting trade routes around your lands and he fears an attack. Provide guards. Fucking bandits. Oh, you leveled up. Very nice. You can have a Parthian captain of horse because that's a very good thing to have. So yeah, you need to wait one more turn. You need to wait a bunch of turns because we need to wait 4 turns until this research is done. Then we need to wait 5 turns until that thing is built, and then you need to wait one more turn until you've trained your elephants. So after I'm done with the elephants, I'm going to do some of these ones because you can see these are 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns. That's nothing. This is also only 4 turns. This gives a lot of extra attack for my elephants, which is very good.
What cruelty do you wish, O Lord?
Oh, look at that. Eastern is now the most dominant culture over here. Okay, you go this way as well. So the reason why I'm training the ships is so that I've got at least something in the oceans here to defeat these guys just in case they may attack. So it's just going to be an absolute garbage fleet, but yeah. And I'll probably disband it away after I'm done with these guys anyway, so it doesn't have to be super high quality. The high quality fleets are going to be here once I actually finally reach the Mediterranean, and then I'm going to start building up a huge ass professional fleet that is actually going to be able to control the waters of the Mediterranean. Just like the original Persian Empire has, because that's the reason why Alexander the Great had to fight all the way through land, because the Macedonian fleet was no match for the Persian fleet, because they had absolutely humongous loads of boats and fleets all over the place, so it was just way too difficult to navigate through the ocean most of the time. I mean, I believe there were some naval battles through there, but mostly, well... Oh, seriously? Are you gonna do it like that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, ooh, no, raiding. It's still plus 37 because of all my armies that are here. Alright. I'm just hoping that the Thessagetae are gonna go ahead and kill them sooner rather than later. And actually the Thessagetae, not Colchis, because of course Colchis also joined the war. Because that's the kind of annoying thing as well. You can have your... With client states, they won't do anything, they're just defensive allies, but satrapies are military allies, so they will always join in. Oh my god, I've got a child called Xerxes! Oh my god, that child has to become the new faction leader. I wanted to make a child the faction leader called Xerxes or whatever. But now I have actually... Oh, there we go. The Thessagetsi are already on their way. Very nice. Now I've actually got a child called Xerxes. No way in hell that I'm not going to make that guy my faction leader. I have to be thick in the head if I'm not going to make that guy my faction leader. Of course, it's going to take an age before he becomes the faction leader. Where is he? You see, this guy was called Artaxerxes, so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to make that kid my faction leader. But now I've got a kid who's literally called Xerxes. There, yeah, look, there he is. Oh, he is adopted through my family, but still, it's just too good to ignore, isn't it? It's way too good to ignore. But I probably will have finished the campaign before he gets any chance to become the factionaire. Well, or faction leader. Well, maybe I'll be able to get him the factionaire, because my faction leader is about... Well, it's not really about to die, but he isn't the youngest guy anymore. How old is he? He's 47. So he's got some decent life in him. He's got some pretty decent life left in him, but he's also not the youngest guy around, so... When he dies, of course, his first son becomes the new faction leader. But then I'm going to make the other guy. Then I'm going to make Xerxes a factionaire. Because you can declare factionaire anyone. You can then make anyone become the factionaire. Even if they're infants. Okay, well, it's time to declare war on these guys because I'm tired of sitting around. Is this their queen or something? I don't know. Well, actually, hang on. There's no point in taking unnecessary casualties. We've got these other armies sitting around. What type of armies do they even have? Oh god, a lot of... These are just tribe? They got a lot of skirmishers. God damn it. That's not good. And of course, my archers outranged them, of course. So that's nice, but the skirmisher armies are horrible to deal with. Oh, they've got exotic animal stats in here.
We fight for you, my lord.
Nice. And I haven't researched this yet because I've been neglecting my civil research. But yeah, there we go. I can just keep it like this. This is completely fine. Okay, you move over to the border there. And you are going to do that as well. Oh my god! Okay. You stand... No. You go there as well. This guy can stand here. So all their armies are over there all of a sudden. Apparently, I mean. So yeah, these two are going to just rush over to Gera and conquer it. And you are going to continue training your garbage ships. Yeah, you need to wait here for your elephants. So this is Seleucia. Again under the control of the Seleucids now.
I shall rest a while.
You see, look at these armies. They're very strong. But I can easily deal with, even though, of course, when I fight, the balance of power is going to say that these guys are absolutely beasts and I can't destroy them at all. But I have got the horse archers, and they have... Look, they don't even have any archers. They have just one unit of javelin men. That's it. Yeah, okay, Tarentine cavalry are also missile cavalry, but other than that, these guys are just... With my horse archers, I can just pick them apart at will. And that's just, and especially the elephants. Like, the elephants are no threat at all because I just sent all of my horse archers in to deal with the elephants once they charge. And then that's the goodbye elephants. That's the whole story of it. The only thing, of course, I can't take their infantry front from front on, because of course they're phalanx, so of course they'll just destroy my Parthian swordsmen. But other than that, if I just keep my infantry running around all the map, I can just, with my cataphracts, I can just pick off any units in like that is isolated. And with my horse archers, I can just constantly harass them all the time. So yeah, if all their armies look roughly like that, even though the balance of power says that they're just as strong, we can easily win them. We can easily win against them. I do have to fight all the battles manually, but we can easily win against them. Right, the big question is what these guys are going to do, of course. You see, they haven't got a lot of skirmisher guys. Not necessarily scary or dangerous or anything, it's just like, yeah, skirmishers, a bit meh. Can you get to... No, you can't get to Persepolis. I should have moved this guy here. Should have left the king in Persepolis and then moved that guy there, because... Okay, well, whatever. I kind of forgot that guy was there. Alright, also Thessagetse. Yeah, they fortified over there, so hopefully they'll be able to get something done over there. I will move this guy up there just in case. Because we don't need to be protecting that city from Caucasus, because they're still owned by me. And they're hitting me less and less and less with every war we start. And some dude's got... Oh, you. He's got his first level up. He's been in charge of my... He's been in service of my faction forever, but he literally just now got his first level up because I never used him. He's just wandering about and then he doesn't get any experience when he does that.
We are a mighty...
No. Oh, there we go. They attacked the army, but they defeated it.
Is all that is...
That was to be my satrapy. Everybody's asking to be my satrapy. Oh, they attacked me with their army here. That's interesting. I'm actually gonna retreat here. If I had onager ships, I would have definitely allowed the attack there, but I don't have any onager ships. Because then I could just pick them apart from a distance. Because if I were to fight them manually, all of their skirmisher dudes are just going to absolutely shoot the shit out of me and I'm gonna die in a horrible death. Not like not like I really care. Oh, lol, they're just gonna come in through the Caspian Sea, okay. But yeah, again, not that I really care that this guy dies, because of course he's not my family, so I couldn't care less, to be honest. But yeah, I wouldn't like to just sacrifice them all, just like that. And you are going to come in and reinforce as reinforcements, and then in theory we should easily be able to conquer it. Yep, there we go. Goodbye, Gera. Oh, Geraya. Okay, let's just burn this down. There's a whole bunch of weird shit in there that's not mine. Not my culture. Right, there we go. Fix up a harbor. Build a city center. Definitely build a temple, because we have no Eastern culture in here whatsoever. We want also some outskirts. And we don't really need any barracks, so I'm gonna build not a city center. Okay, so these guys are now, they don't have any territory anymore, so they're gonna hire mercenaries and attack the first city that they can. So you are gonna go. Okay, so these are two exactly identical armies. Okay, you're gonna move to the capital. I'm gonna move this guy in here. I know I could have in theory left both of them there, but I think even if they attack me with all of their armies in the same city, I think even with one army I should easily be able to defeat them. Because my infantry is stronger than their infantry. And even though they have a lot of skirmishers, my archers should be able to pick off a lot of their guys. Let's save it here just to make sure. Yeah, okay, I thought I saved on the wrong thing there for a second. Ah, the followers of Darius. Oh, they lost a lot of dudes, but that's alright. They could just sit here and replenish because there's no Garian army anywhere near here. All of those guys are over there. Why the hell doesn't it look like I'm actually converting that city? You must prepare the first building in the chain before upgrading it. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. That's a bit weird. I thought I could always convert it. Yeah, those armies and that spy. Yeah. Sorry. Forgot about that. I'll keep the spy there, actually, because then I can see whether the Thessagetsa are making any headway against them or not.
Perhaps. And
Because they did defeat that army, but looks like they're a bit heavily damaged over there.
The love of gold.
I'm not gonna pay you 2,000 denarii, guys. Yeah, yeah, they're literally coming... hunting pirates, okay. They're literally coming in through the Caspian Sea, that's pretty funny. Can you stay here?
At your command.
They're raiding over there. I'm sending this guy over here.
Ready for
Again, I'm not going to conquer this myself. I want the Thessagetsa to conquer it. Upgrade that because there's no negative things towards it. Next turn, those heavy barracks, infantry barracks are going to be done. Scorpion Pot Ballista. They're pretty useless, but yay, I can train them, I guess. Oh, they're just going to do that. Okay, that's fine. I will lose a bit of public order, but that's not that much of a big deal. There we go. Now convert it over, because they want me to do it the annoying way. Build fishing ports here, because I do not need any military ports here. Because I already own the entire Persian Gulf around here. So, that's fine. There's more lead over there. Okay, next turn I'll finally be done with this research. Then I can start researching some of those cheaper ones. I'm importing pretty much everything, and I'm not even producing everything. I definitely need to fucking get some areas to produce some of this stuff myself. Yeah, I'm importing the leather from the Thessagetsa because there's no... leather is one of the rarest things to get in this game, I think, because there's leather there, and then in Pannonia and in Suabia somewhere, and that's it, I believe. There's no other leather in the entire game. Oh, maybe in Britannia, actually, not sure. But other than that, there's no leather anywhere on the campaign map, which is a bit of a bummer, actually, because other things like marble and wine and stuff, they're pretty more frequent. But yeah, I will get wine and stuff later once I conquer Syria, because there's wine in Tyros, I remember for a certainty. I've already got glass, because I got it from Susa. I already have silk. I can get more silk from Edessa. Yeah, what are the other things that I need? Yeah, I need spices, leather, olive oil, and wine. I can get wine from here, because this produces wine, I believe. Then I can get olive oil from Jerusalem, because Jerusalem produces olive oil. I can get spices from, apparently from here. So then I got spices. And then the only thing I don't have is leather. But as I said, that's one of the most ridiculously difficult things to get. Also, I love how I'm importing timber, even though I am producing it myself. I find it also a bit annoying that it does say to which person I'm importing it, but not to which person I'm exporting it. I'm guessing I'm just exporting this to everyone. So I'm exporting marble to everyone, iron to everyone, and all that type of stuff. Now, the only thing that I'm producing and not importing is marble. Apparently I'm producing enough marble for their, so that I don't need to import it. All right.
perhaps.
No, go away. Because they... Ah, there we go. Good job, Thessagete. Yeah, they coordinated it with both of their armies. That's very nice. Agent exposed, war tonic invalidated, research something in siege. Yeah, I was planning to do that. I've encountered Royal Scythia. And those guys are completely destroyed as well, which is very good. Research something in siege. How many turns did I have for that, by the way? 8 turns. Yeah, well, I was planning to do some of this first, so let's do that. Ignore those stupid missions. Alright, there we go. We can upgrade this to an animal trader so we can finally get our elephants. Which is great, of course. I will attack these guys because it doesn't look like they're going to move, but I'll just wait a bit until the attrition has done its job. So there we go. The Thessagete are slowly but surely expanding, and I like it. I'm slowly building a very strong satrapy. It's a satrapy, TheMBmulti, come on. So yeah, Royal Scythia is still alive. They own this, and they're going to be the next target of the Thessagete. So yeah, I've been unifying all the eastern factions, and they're essentially unifying all the nomadic factions. But yeah, I'm not going to declare war on them straight away because I believe... Yeah, I was about to say, these guys took a heavy beating conquering those, so I'll just wait a little bit until they've recovered their stuff. And once they have, I will... then I will declare war on Royal Scythia, and then again set a war target there so that the Thessagete can do exactly what they did just now. You can also move out because we don't need you guys in Caucasia anymore. Alright, how is Colchis? Okay, we're almost friendly. We're almost on friendly terms with Colchis. So yeah, Mayin and the Quidri are going to be our next target here in Arabia Magna, and then eventually Muscat, and then we're going to do the Seleucid Empire. But yeah, then we're gonna establish ourselves so that we can take a lot of their settlements right off the bat. And then we'll have actually reached the Mediterranean. And then of course we need to deal with Pontus and Galatia and whatever faction conquered Egypt. And then we own all of that, and after that we own all of this, then it's going to be fun, because then we're going to invade Macedon. And I'm really curious to see how well Macedon is doing. If they're still alive, by the way. Let's save it up. And then off the turn. And see what happens. Yeah, Macedon's still alive.
I dare not ask much for my...
And the Romans are alive as well. And Carthage is also alive. So I'm very interested to see what the Mediterranean looks like over there.
Between friends, the gift of gold
No.
is often taken to be a sign of deep affection and respect.
It's very interesting that you're suggesting this, Chimeria, because I was actually thinking of doing that, but not yet. Not yet. Oh, look at that, they're finally going to do something.
My honorable master.
Not a lot, they just moved about a bit, but they're doing something at least, instead of just raiding about. Another child is born? Holy shit. People increase in general, increase in rank. One of my generals is trustworthy, it's always nice. Alright, so we got subjugate and authority. Men send friends to beg you to overturn his death sentence. They claim his crime does not fit the punishment handed down by your magistrates. This man is wealthy and influential. He may be willing to thank you quite adequately for this mercy. Time is far too precious to waste on trifling affairs on lesser men. Law is the law without real evidence. The judgment of magistrates should not be questioned. Yeah, sure. Sucks to be you. This guy's like challenging me. For Parthia!
The arrow flies.
As the arrow flies. Oh, this is easy as shit. Just kill them. Get some slaves out of it. And then move the king right back.
Ready for further orders.
You are a ferocious warrior, a little bit more, and a better cavalry commander. You can get a noble steed.
Ready for orders.
Because apparently you lost your thing. Dread commander. Who the hell was... Yeah, I was about to say someone else leveled up. It was you apparently. You are gonna get ferocious warrior and then experienced archer for a change. Usually I do skilled cavalryman, but let's do experienced archer for now. It's also funny. I own just 1/4 of the entire province, and even though that's the statistics, Eastern culture still owns more than half. More than half of this entire province is Eastern culture. So even the Seleucid Empire stuff are suffering from this. Of course, Desert Nomadic is completely on its way out right now because there's nothing supporting it anymore. Okay, we want a satrap large city, we want another library, we want a spice market, we want a weavery, and we want the Tower of Science. Oh, but which one gives the best culture? Oh yeah, the Mausoleum, yeah. Ah, but you're gonna do the Tower of Silence anyway, because it provides a lot of public order. And then, yeah, Yathrib is going to be our next target. Slowly but surely conquering Arabia back now. So yeah, how are the Thessaloniki doing over here? Yeah, they're replenishing and retraining their armies. This idiot is standing in the middle of a swamp and taking attrition, but other than that, they're doing fine. So yeah, look at that. I've got a pretty strong clients. Satrapy! God damn it! Stop calling it a fucking client state. It's not. Okay, I will actually accept Chimeria's request to become my satrapy because, as I said, I need the Bosporus for victory conditions. But I want the Thessaloniki to conquer all of Pontocaspia, or at least most of it. So once I declare war on Royal Scythia, I want the Thessaloniki to conquer it. General, can we see the king by any chance of the Seleucids? Ah, there he is. He's in Hatra with an army. Right, well, I'm just ending this turn and then I'm going to end off the episode. And I forgot to move all my armies over there. Which is always great. Yeah, Rome, Carthage, and Macedon are all alive, and the Seleucids are alive as well.
We are a mighty...
And Egypt is dead. Which is very weird, because usually it's Egypt who survives, and the Seleucids who are the first to die. That's a very roundabout way of walking, but okay. Okay, yeah, we researched that because that only took 2 turns. Grateful populace. As the sentence was carried out, the assembled crowd voiced a deafening cheer. The man had made many enemies, gathering his wealth at the expense of others. All were thrilled that he had finally received a fitting reward for his wickedness. Ah, okay, so if I actually granted him freedom, then everybody would have been pissed off. Yeah, these two are going to get their elephants. This guy doesn't even have any cataphracts. What the hell? That's weird. Can't trade cataphracts in this area. I need you to move there then. Yeah, what the hell? The guy doesn't even have any cataphracts. Alright, they wanted something in siege, so I'm gonna research this so that they can have better elephants. Okay, 3 turns. And then I can train elephants. Finally. Not all of my armies will have elephants, just a couple of them. So this guy's force marching this way, so I will actually attack him with this army. Do you have defendables? No, this is a fresh army, so he doesn't even have anything. Okay, in that case I'll just send the king over, because the king definitely can do that. Yeah. Okay, alright, first of all I'll just send you to kill this guy. Yeah, this is super easy, just defensive, take the least amount of casualties. There we go, that guy's dead. Take some slaves. There we go. This guy can be left alone for now, even though there's basically nothing there to be worried about. Well, you only have 22% chance of success, but try it anyway. And of course you fail.
I apologize, my lord.
Yeah, you better apologize. Loser. More public order local province, that sounds about right. Anybody else that needs to level up? No. Okay, then I'm going to attack this guy with the king of kings, and then I'm going to save it here. And I'm going to end off the episode. So we're going to fight this battle manually in the next episode. And that should destroy this faction. Alright, hope you Romans enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you did. Subscribe to be part of the Roman army so you never miss any of my videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button over the left of here or the subscribe button beneath the video. See you later, Romans. Avete.